Hi, so I'm John Piercy. I'm a level 4 qualified financial advisor, but I also work with FinWELL, supporting employees with all sorts of financial one-to-ones. I specialize in particular on pensions and investments, as with my qualification, but help people with all aspects of their finances. So these one-to-one sessions, it's important to note that they don't constitute financial advice. But what they do constitute is information, guidance, and education that helps people understand the opportunities that are available to them to improve their financial situation, whatever it is they want to talk about. This is really, really important because, as I said before, many people haven't got that financial education. And human beings generally will only make decisions on things they know about and feel confident about. And that means, particularly with finances, that a lot of people miss out on many opportunities because they either don't know about the things they can do to make their situation better, or they don't have the confidence to do so. With one-to-one guidance, we can help educate people so they feel that confidence to make their own decisions, to make their money work harder for them. So there's no one type of person or situation that suits one-to-ones. Working with FinWELL, I've helped people from all different aspects. We've done quite a bit of work in construction, in health, working with large companies, small companies, local authorities and private industry alike. And every situation is different, which is why one-to-ones are so valuable. But there are some common themes to them. The first area is around general day-to-day money management, around budgeting and getting greater control of their finances. And there's absolutely loads of simple solutions and ideas that we can talk about that can really make a difference on that area. And that's a gateway to solving all sorts of other financial challenges and opportunities. The second one in particular that comes up is around savings. Many employees have savings set aside for either particular goals or rainy days, but very few people make the most of those savings. And again, there are some simple things that people can do to accelerate the growth of that, to make more money on it, and also to make it tax efficient. And with a little bit of knowledge and understanding, employees can go away and take some simple steps to really make a huge difference with regard to their returns on their savings. The third is around credit management, and that can either be on things like mortgages or it can be around short-term debts. Lots of people lack confidence and the knowledge to understand what their options are, again, to make these work better for them and to work harder. And some people really need some help and guidance around this area, particularly with problem debt, perhaps more than many employers think within their workforce need some help, particularly with some of the challenges we've seen over the last few years. The fourth area, and one of my specialist areas, is around pensions and retirement planning, and in particular around workforce and company pensions. Generally, in the UK, employees lack either the knowledge or confidence with regards to their pension schemes to know, well, firstly, to know whether their pension scheme's doing what it should be to help them get the retirement they want and deserve, but also some of the things that they can do to make it work harder for them. I regularly hear people talk about the fact that they think that pensions aren't worth it, that they're maybe a scam, or they resent the money going out of their pay packet, and also that their pension with their employer isn't very good. But after a one-to-one, what I generally hear is that people say, actually, my employer's pension scheme's fabulous, and actually it's not a scam at all. I now understand why I'm paying to it, which gives people a lot more confidence. But they lack that knowledge beforehand, which just a simple 30-minute session can really transform people's understanding and give them the confidence that they're doing the right thing. So taking action as a result of one-to-ones is really important. That's the purpose, because that's what will make a difference. And that's one of the another of the key benefits of it. One of the things we do at the end of one-to-ones is make sure that employees understand what the next steps are, the things that they need to do in order to make a genuine difference, and importantly, how to do them and where to make that difference. So I'm really clear at the end of one-to-ones with employees that we talk through what steps they're going to take afterwards to make sure they understand what they can do. Normally, I'll also follow those up with an email that just confirms some simple steps, often copying in some key information or some websites or some detail that gives them some further information and reading, just to follow up and make sure that they actually go away and take some key actions. There's no one size fits all on this, but generally, from my experience, those people who get the most out of one-to-one sessions are those people who already have an idea of where perhaps they need some help, where in particular they might have a particular area that they want to delve deeper into. And generally, they've got there through some earlier education. So what we typically find at FinWELL is when we start the process, we share some information with employees about what we do and particular areas that might help. We typically then run workshops where we talk in general about specific areas, for example, retirement planning or budgeting basics. And off the back of that, someone then decides that they want to dive deeper into that information around a particular instance for them. And that's where a one-to-one can really benefit, because they've already got that general knowledge piece and have identified that there's a difference between the ideal and their situation, and just want a bit more confidence or direction on how they can move forward. That's when one-to-ones really, really benefit.